look, here's the thing, though. I have to say, my Gen Z and Millennial brothers and sisters, as much as I love you, I got some news for you. If you're in your 30s, early 30s, mid-30s, late 20s maybe, you're in that wheelhouse and probably starting to have kids of your own now. And those little tykes you left tied to the furniture in the double wide to be here tonight, I know. I know where I am. It's specifically for the reasonably priced seats up there. Well, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm saying, though. Here's what I'm saying, my Gen Z millennial brothers and sisters. If you're a young parent right now, you got little kids, those little tykes, they're not going to stay little tykes forever. They're not going to stay adorable little tots forever. They're going to grow up. That's the way it works. They're going to grow up. And the pendulum's going to swing the other way. And they're going to rebel against your attitudes. They are coming. And they will make Caligula's Rome look like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. They are coming! If I was a young parent right now, I'd start saving up for bail and rehab, because you're gonna need it. And to be honest, my millennial and Gen Z brothers and sisters, you kind of deserve it, you smug, self-righteous asshats. Now wait. I know what you're thinking. Oh, come on, Craig, old comedian railing against young people. Well, I have to speak my truth, don't I? Speak your truth. What is your truth? Well, if you believe something to be true, that's your truth. So the truth is subjective? In a way, yes. I really wish I'd known that in a court case in Glasgow in 1987. Speak your truth. Do you know where I first heard that, actually, was from Harry and Meghan. Speak your truth. Don't get surly with me. They're your problem now. I like when one of them said, I can't remember which one it was, the one that complains the most. Oh. But one of them said, we have some news. I'm like, what? They said, someone in the royal family is a racist. I was like, yeah. It's nothing to do with them being royal. They're a family. If you don't know who the racist is in your family, it's because it's you. It's part of family life. You ever been to a wedding? Grandpa would like to say a few words. No, he will not say a few words. Anyway, I like that young people annoy me. It means that we're still moving forward. We're still developing as a society. You know, I'm old, they're young, but... Because for a while there, I thought we were all just turning into robots. And not cool robots like, you know, Jeff Peterson in the old late night show. I know. Everybody loved Jeff, I know. I love Jeff too. People still say to me, Greg, where's Jeff? And I always say the same thing, fucking your mom, but I don't. We'll cut that out, but I don't say that. I think it, but I don't say it. No, I'm talking about the AI in our phones that was making us think like robots, these invisible robots that they put inside our phones to make us think like in ones and zeros. You know, that's what AI stands for. Our invisible robots that they... And they were put in there by Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg. One of the two. I don't know who it was, but it was one of them. Do you know that Elon Musk has 28 children? I believe he has 28 children, therefore it's true. Yeah, I'll tell you about Elon Musk. Do you guys remember a show called Teletubbies? Do you remember Teletubbies? I loved Teletubbies. I used to watch it with my boys when they were very little. I used to watch Teletubbies, and I loved that show. You know, every time I watched that, I thought, man, I wish I still took hashish. I feel that it would be a real kind of duck à l'orange. But I loved it. I particularly loved Tinky Winky. How dare you shut up about Lala, Dipsy, and Po, you asshole! Tinky Winky was the best one with a big thing on its head, and handbag, a purse, and an alcohol problem, I think, really, Tinky Winky. Tinky Winky had a dinky. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, Tinky Winky fall down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you remember in that show, the little baby that used to come up when the sun came up? The little sun baby used to go, eh, 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 eh. The sun baby? That baby was Elon Musk. I believe it was. I don't think it was Mark Zuckerberg, because he's not, you wouldn't have him as your, he's not an attractive man. He's not, well, I have to, look, I'm not judging, but there is a thing that he brings out in me that I don't like. It's not his fault, but he brings out something in me that I don't like about myself. I've never felt this emotion in my life, never even in junior high school. But every time I see even a photograph of Mark Zuckerberg, even just a photograph of him, all I want to do is just give him a purple nurple. Now, what is that? Anyway, what I'm saying is we have to stop thinking like robots. I've thought of a way of saving Earth from robot thinking. I used to have friends, I've still got them actually, friends, good friends, and I didn't agree with them at all. I didn't I don't even like them. They'll get guys that come around. My wife still says to me, why is this guy coming around for dinner? You hate this guy. I'm like, I know, but he's my friend. That's how it works. But now it's like, you have to think like a robot. Agree with me or you're wrong. You think the way I think or you're canceled. So we have to stop thinking like robots, and we all have to think more like my Auntie Betty, who lives right here in this city. All right, she doesn't. I believe she does. No, my Auntie Betty is a very emotionally well person. She's a very emotionally developed, a very emotionally intelligent human being. If she disagrees with something you say, if she thinks you're talking shit, she doesn't try and cancel you. Here's how you know you're talking shit around my Auntie Betty. You say whatever crap you say, and then if she thinks you're talking crap, she'll do this. She'll say, oh, is that right? Well, show us what I know. Then you know you're talking shit. Now, I'm very fond of my Auntie Betty. I'm very close with her still. She's not that much older than me. She's about 16 years older than me. And when I was born, my mum was very sick. She's my mum's youngest sister, so she looked after me when I was a baby. She looked after me when I was very young. It was the 1960s, and she was the first person, actually, that put the idea of a place called America in my head, because she loved American rock and roll, loved it. Her favorite was Little Richard. And I know. She used to sing Tutti Frutti to me as a lullaby. And I was like, Tutti Frutti, oh la Rutti. Go to sleep, you little bastard. Years later, when Little Richard was on my late night show, I was surprised he didn't have a Scottish accent. And he was surprised when I fell asleep during Tutti Frutti. That's stupid. That's stupid. You can't fall asleep during Tutti Frutti. Tutti Frutti, I'm awake. Anyway, about 18 months ago, I was talking to my Auntie Betty. I was in Scotland. I was talking to my Auntie Betty, and some offers were coming in to go on the road and start doing stand-up again around these great United States. She said, are you going out? Are you going out to do a stand-up tour? I said, you know what? I don't think I will, Auntie Betty. She was like, why, Craig? Why? It's always been your dream to appear in this city. She said, you love doing stand-up. Why wouldn't you go out? I said, to be honest, Auntie Betty, it's the young people. It's the young people. I feel like they're waiting on the balls of their feet, waiting for you to say something wrong, anything wrong, and then they're boom, and you're canceled. That's it. It's over. You're done. And not only are you done now, anything you ever did is done. You're over. You never existed. They're terrible. And she said, oh, no, I don't see it that way at all with the young people. I said, what? She said, no, Craig, the young people today, I see it more like, do you remember that old David Bowie song in the 1970s when he sang, changes? And I was like, no, Auntie Betty, no, not changes. They're fascists. That's what they are. They're just after. They're little kind of they're pitchforks and they're terrifying. They're nasty little Nazis. And then it went quiet, and then she said it. Oh, is that right? Shows what I know. That's when I knew I was talking shit. So I had to rethink my whole worldview about the young people. I had to alter my entire Weltanschauung. You're welcome, one German academic. Finally, a joke for me. Oh, that's cool. I was hoping to maybe would be at least one German joke, and here we are. It's like, oh, it's stupid, stop it. German people don't walk like that. At the moment. Although I get a sense some people are stretching and getting ready, though. The word Weltanschauung it's a German word. It means worldview. And I had to change my entire worldview about the young people. So I did. And here's what I think about the young people now. Here's the truth of it. You're right. It's your turn. It's not my turn. You're the youth. I'm old. I had my shot at it. If you guys want to take over and change the way the world works, how society works, how gender works, how music works, how politics works, how everything works, if you want to change it all, do it. You're right. It's your turn. I love you. I love you, my Gen Z and Millennial brothers and sisters, and I support you. However, if I accidentally cross over a line that you guys drew 20 minutes ago, and it will be accidental, because I'm listening, I wouldn't be just kind of, oh, sorry, didn't hear you, ah. If I accidentally cross over that line, or more likely I crossed over that line 20 years ago before you were born, then at that point, I also have to say, with all the love in the world, go fuck yourself. There. That, to me, seems fair.